answer is Arizona, and what is that? Oreo. Hey. No, it's not. I mean, I don't want any weird misinterpretation. Yeah, misinterpretation.
This Oreo bag was donated by my boss, aka I stole it off her office.
Oh.
Not my fault. She said I have too many snacks. Take something.
oh, okay. So okay.
She gave me the okay, but hopefully this is not the one that she was about to eat.
Like that's the one. That's the one you can't take.
No, she texts me in the middle of the street.
I haven't had
my
Oreo.
Just like,
I haven't had any of the mainstream like snacks in a long ass time now. Like the only one I've had is just like beef jerky from Jack Link's, but that's about it. Because protein. But oh no, I mean I guess technically that's not true because I've had cookies and cream like here and there, which has Oreo in it. So technically, but I never sat down and actually ate Oreos and milk in a long time, like Dunkin' and everything. Alrighty, well, if you're ready, I think we can take off with today's mixed bag of news. Not saying a mixed bag as in bad, but as in, well, we have random sorts of things to talk about on this 186th episode of the Hypecast. We are that much closer to 200. With yours truly, as always, Sean, aka Hawk525, and my cohort, as always, ZawarudoWrrryy. Like a robot or something. Anyway, not much on the fighting game side of things, but we do have one or two things to talk about. Well, especially one. That also today's also including the Square Enix stuff that's going on. Unfortunately, we still have chip shortages. We'll talk about that. A lot of Apex stuff since it is getting closer to the update. The new season is coming up, so yeah, we're all kind of, some of us, let's just say, are aching to see what it's like. I imagine it just probably be same old. And some movie stuff we'll talk about too. We have a number of sneak peeks. Well, I guess, we can say half of it's sneak peeks. Anyway, that is the preview. And now, let's just go straight into it. And then if we have time, we'll just ramble about how our week's been and stuff like that. But let's just go through the stuff. So, like I said, there hasn't been much on the fighting games sort of stuff. We're still waiting on the KOF update, including the Southtown team and also some other things. But I just want to bring this one up because, Sakura and Blanca, they made it into Fortnite, and this is what they look like when they're dancing. and then along with Moon Knight, that's the Steven Grant form, and then the Chun-Li doing that one dance. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, and then there's Blanca that's actually his own taunt, I think. And then Sakura is doing her own dance from the old fighting games and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a bit of a fever dream.
And then for those who don't know, the dance that Chun-Li is doing, that's actually her new taunt for Street Fighter 6.
Can you imagine, dude? Like, oh my god.
Like, it's a special input taunt. It's like,
yeah. How do you do that? I never have done that dance. I know the floss. I kind of know how to do the floss, but that one is like, I forget the name of it too. Anyway,
it's okay. I rather do all of my K-pop
dances,
choreography over this.
K-pop, man. Man, like I'm kind of surprised at this point that they haven't included any K-pop references. Unless I'm wrong. I mean, they might have had, but
the only game I know that has K-pop dances is Destiny 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's actually funny.
And then League of Legends has like some K-pop dances.
Well, then they have like a character that is inspired from like Korean, like Korean stuff. So.
And then it's like also for League of Legends, some of their skin costumes also have are tied to like K-pop.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Stuff like that. I mean, I'm kind of surprised they haven't touched upon that, especially when it was super popular at one point. It's still there. I mean, K-pop is still there. It's just not on Twitter. That's just what it is. You know what's funny? Let me tell you about what happened before we watched. By the way, I finally watched Spider-Man: No Way Home, but there was a story before that was so hilarious. But dude, so Ender, our old friend, she was doing she was looking through the costumes on the Fortnite store at the time, like, because we're talking about Sakura and Blanca, speaking of which, and she just wanted to know what's in the store at the moment, because we kind of don't quite understand how the costume stuff works, so she just took us to the store, and then randomly fired up one game, right, and she was just tearing through all the players, like, was just with the default skin, like, we just call it Bill because it's just like a default blonde dude skin. She was tearing through, like, she's like I don't know, like, I mean, like, some of them play like bots, but maybe that's because they're on mobile. But anyway, because like this, it's a mobile game also. But like, it was like esports type of stuff. Like, just boom 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 boom, and of course this was on no build mode, so none of that was happening. But like, just there was some dude in the tank, and you can see like the head pop out in like the front side. So, but it's like a small little thing, and just like a couple pops, that dude was gone. Like, and then like she was kind of doing like the Apex like crouching shoot thing you do. She just tore through everyone, like, and then from far away she was sniping people, like picking left and right, and like fucking just like it was fucking amazing. I was like I don't know, she was cracked. I wish you were there.
She wanted blood.
Oh,
that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I wish you were there to see it. We were like, oh, especially me, because I don't know, man. It was so like, man, it was amazing. It's Fortnite, sure, but
you asked the question. Okay, time to go on Apex. Replay this. It's like, no, thank you. Once in a lifetime.
It was pretty much like the most amazing pre-show before a Spider-Man movie. like almost, yeah, pretty much like the guys were there, like all the guys were there, surprisingly, because I saw James in there, and then Fox was there. Like almost everyone was there. It was fucking something, man. Let me tell you that. And of course she took first place. I was like, what the fuck? Like, damn, man. Just fired up one game and then just won just like that. Took first place, But yeah, that was. That was Fortnite, and then yes, No Way Home. I finally saw it, and
it was a piece of shit, wasn't it?
I mean. Okay. Bit of a spoiler, quote unquote. Yes, Sandman is in there, and I don't like how he was written a little bit. Other than that, the rest of Sandman was okay, right? It's still Sandman from the Sam Raimi film, so that's okay. But other than that, I liked everything else. I liked how they pulled stuff from their respective films, right? And then of course, if you've seen like all the Spider-Man movies, it kind of pays off in a way. They pay homage to it. more ways than one, and it's kind of just like a nice like nostalgia trip back to all those Spider-Man movies, especially the Sam Raimi ones. You know, those are the ones I really liked. With the exception of a good chunk of the third film, but that's whatever, you know.
What do you mean? 3 was a masterpiece.
It depends on how you look at it, you know. It's just
everyone loved how Venom was written in that.
Well, not just Venom, but Tobey Maguire, you know, like fucking how he did that Peter Parker in that movie, you know what I mean? Especially that whole like.
I'm surprised if I don't know if it's already in. That dance is not in Fortnite. I'm surprised.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't play Fortnite, everyone.
Yeah, I don't play the Forts of the Night, so yeah, I don't know enough about it. Maybe it is in there.
I play a better game called 14.
14, yeah. Anyway, so I like the film. It's really good. I can definitely see like all those moments where if I imagine myself if I was in the theater, I literally heard, I literally imagine people cheering in the theater. Like that's how much of like how I felt with this film. You know, there's a lot of like people making their appearances, and you can imagine. You don't have to be in the theater. You can imagine how people would feel if they saw it with you. You know what I mean? And everything else was really good. I like the payoff and everything. And of course, there's some funny little things at the end credits or mid credits scene, whatever. And then of course, it sets up for another film, sort of. And guess what? Of course, it's multiverse. Multiverse of Madness, which I believe is out, out tonight or out now, pretty much. I guess for some parts. And it's another Marvel film that people should see, of course, if they haven't already, like me until now. Because I thought it was going to be on Disney Plus, but because of Sony, right, they still have the rights to Spider-Man. It won't be on Disney Plus for at least a very long time. And I mean, because not even the other films are on there, neither. So unless you're talking about like some of the cartoons and stuff like that, then that's, I guess, not Sony owned. But they do own the MCU, quote unquote MCU Spider-Man still. Yeah, unless it's 2022 and on, I think those Sony Marvel films are going to make it onto Disney Plus a lot quicker than with Spider-Man, because I guess that's just how the deal works, from what I can understand. So unfortunately, or maybe fortunately for some people, films like Morbius are going to be on Disney Plus soon-ish. But I don't know if that's something people would look forward to, from what I've heard anyway. But yeah, so this is. I'm glad I saw it. Now I can feel okay looking at Spider-Man spoilers, but now I have to avoid Doctor Strange spoilers because that film is out. So, are you going to see it yourself, or are you...
next week on Friday the 13th?
Oh, nice, nice. All right.
I might fall into another universe. So.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately for that one, that's a Disney Marvel film, so that's gonna be on Disney Plus pretty quickly in comparison to Spider-Man. Let's just say, because Shang-Chi just came out like 2 months after the release. Because I think that one came out in September, right? Shang-Chi, and then the Disney Plus was on, or Shang-Chi was on Disney Plus 2 months after, which was in November, if I can recall correctly. So yeah, don't have too much time to wait for Strange. So hopefully I won't get spoiled on that. So I've been pretty good about avoiding spoilers. Unfortunately, though, there's been some snippets of Sonic 2 on Twitter that people keep fucking retweeting. So I'm just like, ugh. But
not too. Already saw it.
Huh?
I thought you already saw Sonic 2.
No, I don't go to theaters.
Must have been a fever dream that I saw that we were talking about.
No, I didn't. It definitely did not. say that. I know I didn't say that because I know I said that you know, I'm gonna hold off on theaters for a while longer or something to that extent. So anyway, that will continue, of course, with the rest of this year, let's just say, and then we'll see what happens for next year. Like if it's looking better, then maybe, but I don't know. Like I just kind of been less motivated, I guess, is the best way to put it, for going out into the theaters and whatnot. But maybe I'll come back once it really is over, quote unquote, like for this whole pandemic thing. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm just playing it safe for now, so for myself. But yeah. So meanwhile, they're still dancing in the background. Still dancing in the background.
Do a flip.
Yeah. Oh, did you watch Moon Knight? All of Moon Knight now? Or
Yes.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to say too much about it other than the ending. What's up? What's up? No, come on, man.
No,
hey, come on.
I said it sucked.
Okay, all right. I mean, it definitely felt rushed. Like there's some like things that weren't answered too well. Especially with like relationships between two characters. Like it didn't really like finish all that at all. Felt like it's kind of just like it kind of just flew over, and then this happened. You know what I mean? Like some things were rushed, I felt. Other than that, it's not a terrible series, not perfect either, but I mean, I guess it's a start for Moon Knight, and it definitely feels like they're trying to aim for season 2. I've heard things about that not being a thing. I don't know. It's a lot of back and forth. Like, oh, there's gonna be a season 2. Oh, this is the only series of Moon Knight, and all the other Moon Knight appearances, I guess, will be in the movies. I guess maybe. But we'll see.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see. But other than that, I mean, if you have Disney Plus, it's worth a watch. I mean, might as well get your money's worth, you know. But meanwhile, Obi-Wan is coming up pretty soon. I think it's like by the end of May-ish, towards the end. And then Miss Marvel around that time too, I think. Which it's a pretty different Miss Marvel from what I can understand. Like her stretching powers aren't so like as physical. Like it looks like her stretching powers are more Cosmo based from what I can understand. I don't know if you're familiar with Miss Marvel when it comes to those parts. Did she ever had Cosmo based powers or like?
Okay, so sit down, everyone. We're going a little. Was it not? Little backstory. In comic canon, Miss Marvel, aka Kamala Khan, her powers is able to stretch out her whole entire body.
Yeah.
So to differentiate her from upcoming MCU projects, they had to change her up, but also keep like some sort of like,
familiarity.
Yeah. So that's why in the MCU, it's cosmic power. So you can think of her as a Green Lantern,
right?
You know, when they make shapes with their with the will of their minds. But
yeah,
Khan it's going to be her fists, her legs, and her body. Because again, it's not really spoilers because they kind of hinted it in their Disney Marvel not convention, but what are those things called? Like behind closed doors, they showed like their Phase 4 plans, and it ended on a 4, encompassed with a circle. Big ass into the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, so. The presentation, right? Like, yeah, it was some sort of presentation, I believe. They had a big like thing like, oh, 4 is coming up, or we have Fantastic Four coming, we have She-Hulk coming. There was a lot of stuff around that time, right? Yeah, is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah, so they were just showing all of that. So.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, it was like, you know what? I ain't mad.
Mm-hmm. So wait, just to backtrack a little bit, why did they convert her to a more Cosmo-based person?
Cosmo based because they wanted to differentiate her powers from Mr. Fantastic's
Oh,
powers.
okay.
Because again, when you're when you're in a comic book, you know, like lore, lyric, you're gonna be like, why is she copying his powers, or why is it,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So kind of like gotta separate.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Anything else you wanted to add, or is that pretty much the gist of it?
To add, she it looks good, like from the previews that I'm seeing.
It's definitely different. Let's just put it that way. It's a very much more of like a teen drama esque kind of thing. Like
It's gonna be a K-pop. Someone's gonna, I mean, a K-pop, a K-drama. Someone's gonna die on the second episode, and then 5 episodes in, he's gonna come back to life. There, I save you guys. Save you guys, like, or I pretty much broke down every K-drama ever.
It kind of felt like looking at the trailers so far, it kind of feels like a more modern take on, like, maybe you remember Juno with Ellen Page and stuff, and Michael Cera. I think it was
You
called
mean
Juno.
Elliot Page?
Well, I mean during that time,
I know.
yeah, during that
Just being
time,
smart-ass.
yeah, right. Just to make, yeah, I mean to make things clear, but at that time, Ellen Page, but yeah, and then Michael Cera and stuff like that with Juno, with the hamburger phone and everything. That's what it kind of felt like to me, like the film, the vibe of the at least for the human quote unquote parts of Miss Marvel. Obviously, Miss Marvel herself, that's a different story, kind of. I do like the costume so far. I mean, it kind of it kind of is similar to the Marvel's Avengers video game, and so it kind of has that connection a little bit ish. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give it a watch. I mean, it's on Disney Plus, so why not? When that's around. So yeah. But sorry for that tangent all of a sudden, because because Moon Knight on Fortnite, and then that stuff. All right, so oh, and because our friend Ender was tearing it up in Fortnite, so it kind of just tangented off from there.
In Fortnite.
Fortnite, yeah. So anyway, that's it on that part. Before we tangent off into something else, let's keep on trucking here in the fighting game portion. This is the last one for this part. This does involve with Dragon Ball Fighters, and this is straight from Namco Esports. It says that we're currently working on the game balance update, including the 21 or Android 21 lab coat DLC, which was released February 24 of 2022. The details of the release time will be announced at a later date. We hope for your continued support of Dragon Ball Fighters. So they definitely have taken consideration of the backlash that Lapco has been receiving from the community of fighters because of how powerful she is, and pretty much every single major player has been rocking her on their teams. Because of her abilities and stuff like that. She essentially is able to buff everyone permanently for the rest of the game or match. That's why she can she's like a support character who can dish out damage almost. You know what I mean? So like if you want an analogy, it's kind of like Moira from Overwatch, who can heal and dish out damage at the same time, and she is pretty broken in more ways than one. Kind of like that. She doesn't. I mean, 21 doesn't heal, but she provides buffs permanently, which is crazy. you know, who thought that was a good idea? That's why they are definitely looking into that. Thankfully, for the for the sake of the community. Yeah, because everyone is, because everyone is using 21 pretty much. Lab coat 21. It's like if you're not using her, like why? Why you're not using her? You know what I mean? Even like hooking God is like, yeah, I gotta drop Piccolo to rock the lab coat. You know what I mean? So I just thought that was like pretty funny from what I've seen. So that is like, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it so far when it comes to fighters. So as of current, unfortunately, but fortunately, Namco has caught wind of that, and they are looking into it. So that's a good thing. So yeah. So unlike the time with like GT Goku and I think Bardock, I think they are rampantly trying to do their best to patch up 21 lab coat so that she isn't as broken. I feel like what they need to do is just bring down the buffs that she brings in and don't make them permanent. Like you have to use her super every time to bring up the buff, and they are limited time, or they run another timer rather. So I think that's literally all they need to do. Plus maybe nerf some of her damage, maybe. I mean, but I don't play the game, so I don't want to speak too much of that. But from what I can gather, yeah, I think that needs to be nerfed. That her buff, quote unquote, needs to be nerfed. So anyway, did you have any comments or to add before we wrap it up for the fighting game news?
Just clip her, like how everyone clipped Bayonetta. Just clip her.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I mean, I don't think she. I mean,
cut off her tail. There you go.
Yeah, oh, she doesn't have a tail. No, just take off the lab coat. Take off the lab coat. But anyway, that's pretty much the.
And they're still dancing to this day.
And they're still dancing to this day.
Legend has it, they are still dancing.
I'm gonna just keep it up just cause I think it is pretty funny to keep them in the background. Anyway, so that is pretty much it for fighters. All right. Now we can go into the frontline news. There was one big one. If you're a Square Enix fan, did you caught wind of Square Enix and their selling of Western studios and stuff like that?
Unfortunately, yes.
So what are your comments about? Well, from what you gathered, what do you think of it so far?
In my cynical mind, desperation.
Okay.
And then another part of my cynical mind is that they're trying to make up for lost profits with a certain game. Pretty much took a chunk out of their bank.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so for those who have not been looking into Square Enix, they sold off much of their Western side of things, including Crystal Dynamics, Eidos Montreal, and so games like Tomb Raider and Deus Ex Machina, or Deus Ex, I should say, are gone from their sort of roster. They're gone, and what is it? I think I have a list here somewhere. So bring it up here. So anyway, they sold off stuff like that, and so one of the kickers is that they sold all that stuff for like what, 300 million or something like that, which sounds like, yeah, a lot of money to us, but when it comes to, if you're in the world of business, that is a fucking steal. It's concerning of how many like AAA titles that these groups have had over time, and it's kind of crazy if you think about it. Like they just sold out at that price to this group called Embracer Group, which is like just a group of rich guys who have a lot of gaming studios under their belt, and now they have more under their belt. And yeah, it's just kind of just like on a Tuesday sort of thing, right? Like it's just you just bottom out like that. They were able to get a good deal out of it. It's a steal for them. So I don't blame them for taking the opportunity. But when it comes to Square Enix, it's like, what the hell, you know? I mean, like, how could you sell them off like that just for that price? You know what I mean? But like you said, or Zawa said, they're trying to make up for lost profit because of some games. But also, here's the kicker too, is that they want to put their money into like the whole crypto thing. Like they want to make their own cryptocurrency. They want to do their blockchain stuff, like the whole 9 yards when it comes to that side of things. So they're really trying to trying to like put their foot down on that part, which for the most part, you know, for people who have been looking into like NFTs and stuff like that, that's been going down the drain, man. Like people are losing interest, you know, already. Like people didn't want it in the first place, man. And yeah, all these big companies were trying to well, I would say some big companies were trying to like like, you know, make it work and stuff like that. Try to kickstart it, and if you will, but to no avail. I mean, it hasn't happened, right? So no one's interested right now. No one cares. It's like, so what? You know, it doesn't really do anything for us consumers, other than help make other companies make money. You know, it's that sort of thing. And you know, Square Enix are just trying to do that too. They're trying to make their own thing, I think. But you know, either way, they're trying to get into the whole blockchain, that whole stuff, that whole jazz. They're like literally, man. That's just what they want. That's for the most part what they want to do, other than trying to make up, you know, trying to make up for lost profit and stuff like that. They want they want some. I guess they just want some sort of like continuous source of money, I guess. But I don't know if that's really what they want to do. It's really a shame of what studios like these are going through right now, right? You know, meanwhile, like Nintendo is going through some shit too. They've been making some questionable decisions as well over time, and now as of recent, they're kind of just like in this like weird spot, you know. And of course, Square Enix has their own problems too, and Sega has their own problems too. You know, a lot of companies are kind of just like doing stuff that people don't like, and Square is just no exception, man. What do you think of the whole like blockchain stuff that Square Enix is trying to do?
It's gonna blow up in their face. There's no other way around it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Like right now, this decision making that they're making, it's like, you know, as we always keep saying, it's maybe sound good on paper, but execution wise, it's like, oh god,
Mm-hmm.
what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah. So I'm trying to see. There was like a big like chart of what company owns gaming studios and stuff like that. Maybe I can just look it up. There was like a perfect like diagram of who owns what. Let me see. Wait, hold on. Maybe I should say like gaming owned by maybe it's Sony. I don't know. Maybe it'll come up here. Maybe it was like a big like a pie, almost like a pie diagram. Maybe not Sony. Big company. Let's see. Dang, man. Otherwise, I can pull up a video that has that chart, so I can probably just do that instead. Just make it a little easier.
Let's check the charts.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so Dreamcast guy. I don't know if you're familiar with this person, but he talks about like news a lot. Is it this one or is it that one? Let's just see. Blah 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 blah. Okay, it might be in the other video.
It's in all the videos.
Shit.
Yep, they're back.
the dances are back. I think it's in here. Speaking of which, yeah, there's been speculation that Sony is gonna buy Square Enix. So.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I wanted to bring this up too. So, Square Enix, to be exact, sold out IO Interactive, Crystal Dynamics, Eidos Montreal, and Square Enix Montreal, which was the studio that made, you know, the Marvel Avengers, and I think also Guardians of the Galaxy game, I think. And then alongside major IPs, sold Hitman, Tomb Raider, as we said, Deus Ex, and Thief. Theft. And as of now, the Square Enix studios are currently Square Enix Japan, Square Enix Europe, Luminous Productions, Play Online, Ballin Company, which, yes, they made the Ballin Wonderland video game with formerly Yuji Naka, which there was drama with that one, which we talked about. Taito Corporation, Hippos Lab, and Tokyo RPG Factory. Those are the things that they own right now. Okay, okay, perfect. This is the big old chart that someone made, and
look at this big ass pie.
And while yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other studios that do, or companies that do own a lot of things, quite a bit. Even the small pieces like Sony, it looks like a lot, but there's Tencent with their bigger piece of the pie. Looks like EA has a bigger piece of the pie by slightly. Take-Two is slightly like kind of there. A lot of Rockstar stuff, granted, but looks pretty big, I guess. Microsoft looks about even with Tencent-ish. Looks like Tencent's a little bigger. If you look at Ubisoft, it looks a little funny because it's all Ubisoft studios in different countries, but technically, I guess there are separate companies just under an umbrella of Ubisoft. But look at Embracer Group, right? Look at how big their chunk is, if you can see that. They have all this stuff, including THQ Nordic, which if anyone remembers that company. Let me try to see if I can full screen it, just to see if you can see.
This is kind of sad when you're looking at this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what Embracer Group has is kind of like either dead companies or
pretty niche
companies.
Mm-hmm.
So adding Montreal into that, it's like oof.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot, quite a bit.
If I wanted to eat a piece of this pie, shit. I'm not gonna take a slice. It's more like I'm gonna take a piece from here, take a piece from here, and then just walk away.
I would just take a piece from Microsoft, honestly. Like, I feel like it's a pretty good balance overall. Because otherwise, if it's, I mean, the second one would be Tencent because they have Riot Games, which makes, you know, of course, League of Legends and Valorant and stuff like that. But the rest of the companies are kind of just like, looks like. They have Sumo, it looks like. I think that's another Japanese company that made a number of niche but fun games. But if you look at Microsoft, man, they got like Bethesda, they got Activision, they got What's that up there? Oh no, they have Bethesda, of course, right? All the ZeniMax stuff, Rare. You know, I want that piece of the pie. Personally, for me, Take-Two, that's all Rockstar stuff. Embracer's like, yeah, it looks like a bunch of companies, but they're all like kind of like niche, or they're not that big. There's some big ones like THQ Nordic, but I was like, that, but like you said, they were kind of dying at the time, which is why they got bought out. And then and now as of recent, you know, all the Eidos Montreal, Eidos, and you know, Square Enix Montreal, and then all that stuff. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, those are cool, but yeah. Either way, though, they got it for a steal, and Square Enix is kind of a piece of shit for that, because they pretty much wanted to get in on the whole crypto whatever, right? So that's mainly the reason why, and probably they want to do that is just not only soften the blow of those failures. You know, I mean, they've had like unrealistic expectations for those games. They kind of expect them to sell as much as their flagship titles, like, you know, Final Fantasy and stuff like that. No, Final Fantasy is too big for the other games. That's just because they have Marvel in their name, you know. Speaking more specifically towards, like, you know, Avengers and Guardians, they're not gonna sell that well. I mean, if it's a good game, they'll sell well. But if it's like whatever, you know, it's just like any other game, they're not gonna sell as well. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just rely on the name alone. You have to make a good product. That's what all that matters at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You can have a completely new title, but if it's fun, people are gonna buy it. You know, that's how it works. At the end of it. But anyway, did you want anything else to add in there? Or
why though?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's been the whole drama with the I think it's the president or CEO of Square Enix that really wants to get on that business. You know what I mean? So that side of business. Now, on the bright side of things, those IPs that have been sold out, now they can kind of get a proper sort of like development cycle and stuff like that, proper love by other companies that want to, you know, get in on those IPs, and they don't have to, you know, have Square Enix kind of looking over their shoulder now. Yeah, but they can have like that people who are actually fit to sort of look after them, and you know, it could mean more of those games, or better of those games. And meanwhile, Square Enix can just focus on, you know, Final Fantasy and all the other stuff that they are known for. They're better at stuff like that, or they've have just better expectations for. You know what I mean? So they can kind of focus on those ones, which is I guess for the better. But the reasoning behind it is just pretty shitty. And yeah, I'm pretty sure some people got laid off in the process. Yeah, so you know, hope for the best for them, of course, but you know, either way, it's pretty shitty. I guess it depends on how you look at it, right? So it's shitty from the business side of things, but I guess for a more moral side of it, I mean, yeah, it's also shitty, but like, if you like, you know, Tomb Raider and all the other titles that that was mentioned in here, you know, especially Deus Ex, it's a possibility, you know, that they may see a better light at the end of the tunnel. So it's kind of pretty mixed, but yeah, we'll see about how Embracer can handle these properties that they just bought for $100 million. I think it was like 300 million. Yeah. But you can kind of see it here in this statement from Square Enix themselves. Where's the starting sentence? So I'll just read the first paragraph. The transaction will assist the company in adapting to the changes underway in the global business environment by establishing a more efficient allocation of resources, which will enhance corporate value by accelerating growth in the company's core business in the digital entertainment domain. In addition, the transaction enables the launch of new businesses by moving forward with the investments in fields including blockchain, AI, and the cloud. The move is based on the policy of business structure optimization that the company set forth under the medium-term business strategy unveiled in May 13 of 2021. So yeah, basically, yeah, that's why they did it.
My soul is leaving me.
Very last sentence, I will read off, or very last statement. Going forward, the company's development function will comprise its studios in Japan, Square Enix External Studios, and Square Enix Collective. The company's overseas studios will continue to publish franchises such as Just Cause, Outriders, and Life is Strange. I guess those games are still around because they're done by different companies that aren't quite so under the umbrella of Square Enix, sort of. And yeah, so there's just published by Square Enix, I guess. So those will continue, I guess. But man, yeah, it's kind of painful to like see companies like Square Enix like trying to put their fangs into the whole blockchain thing. So I hope it doesn't hurt, you know, Remake 2 and all the other Final Fantasy 7 remakes that could happen possibly, you know. And you know, if Square Enix fucks up, it's like what happens, right? So hopefully don't fuck up too bad. Hopefully it doesn't bite them in the ass. But we'll see. Oops. God damn it.
Whoa!
I accidentally closed the dancing tab. They gotta keep dancing.
Dance till you die.
Alright. Another bit of unfortunate news. The chip shortages are still continuing, and the forecast for that is looking like it'll continue until 2024 rather than next year. Yeah, this is a claim from Intel CEO from an article of Video Games Chronicle, and it's just a prediction. I mean, you know, it's not official or anything like that, but you know, I cannot believe it because of the ongoing situation in the world. There's just a shortage everywhere, man. Like, the shortage on, well, pretty much every major console, including the Switch. Even the Switch is starting to really take a hit on those shortages. And yeah, so it's going to be a problem trying to like put out the quote-unquote Switch Pro if they really want to go with that. So yeah, for those who are trying to still get a PS5, it's only gonna get worse, and hopefully you know, things will look up, or things will kind of line up a bit, but you know, we're still in this situation, and you know, and it's going to be an ongoing issue for very much a long time. I mean, because the way things work when it comes to manufacturing is that you make a bunch of these units. It doesn't it doesn't just happen overnight. It has to happen over a period of time, like months and months and months, right? And then you have a supply for this many years. But because that hasn't been happening as much, you know, especially from the start of the pandemic, they haven't been making enough supply for like the future, and so that's why there's a shortage. That's why the shortage exists for many of these parts, including the microchips, all the the transistors, and all the other electronic parts. Those have not been happening, so that's why we're facing this sort of situation, man, for all these major companies. Will that include graphics cards? I imagine so, yeah, because you know, Intel and stuff like that. So yeah, which handles all the CPUs and stuff like that. So that, I mean, I don't see why GPUs wouldn't get affected by this. And um, hopefully that doesn't mean the GPUs will be hard to get again. Yeah, they made it harder to mine crypto with. That's good. But just the sheer fact that there's gonna be not much of these around for a while longer, that could also kind of like put things back into the the hard to get sort of window sort of things. So it looks like it sounds like many of us are still going to have to wait to get a GPU for a while longer. Unless you're gonna, if you're willing to bite the bullet and pay at least $200 over the MSRP, like some of the graphics cards right now, which isn't still too bad, but if you really want to, stick it to MSRP, good luck on that, because for a while longer, these chips are not happening, man. They're not popping up. Anything else you wanted to add, Zawa? Yeah. Sucks.
It does suck. But yeah, when it starts, racking up and more chips starts being produced and stuff, hopefully we'll see the revenue that Sony and Microsoft wants to see.
Right, of course, and
with their consoles, or or for like any other like computer parts that some of us are still waiting for the day to finally upgrade their graphics card.
Yeah, man, and even if production will start going back to normal at some point, it's still gonna take some time for the production to just go back into things, like to kind of regain that momentum, because they still have to make a lot of units, man, and so it'll take a while, even if they start to go back to normal things. So again, that's like more time added to the wait, but luckily, at least for me anyway, there aren't any games on PC that I want to like, oh my god, I need a 3080 or whatever, you know what I mean? Or like I need 4K and shit like that. There's no like big PC game that would warrant a good graphics card and things like that. So because games have been pretty dry in this season, man. So there haven't been any like huge games by any means. But there are games that are going to be exclusive only for the PS5. They're going to be popping up soon-ish, later this year. And those are the people who are going to miss out. You know what I mean? So if you're lucky enough to get a PS5 before then, I mean, congrats to you. But for everyone else, it's going to be pretty tough. They're still making them. They're still making them, granted, but it's just that the production is just so scarce right now in comparison to how things were normal. When they were normal, like it's again going to make it hard to just purchase those products. Right now, man, it's people take it for granted of how easy it was to just walk into a store and be like, hey, I want a PS5, or hey, I want this new console. All right, man, I'll ring it up for you. That sort of thing. Same with graphics cards, man. They were the same thing until this happened. Yeah. So very unfortunate right now for those who don't have either product, So, but yeah, I mean, if you're still chasing for them, good luck, and hopefully you get it before all the big releases come out and stuff like that. And same for the people who want to upgrade their PCs and stuff. Same thing. So that's it on that part. Meanwhile, they're still dancing.
Meanwhile.
Yes. Meanwhile.
I was gonna say, meanwhile in the Legion of Doom.
Yeah. Meanwhile in the Legion of Doom. You had that weird transition of the galaxy, like the stars. Remember that? Like, that weird sound effect. And then the Legion of Doom base was like in some like swamp or some shit, like that dark, dank swamp. Man, just all that's Justice League. I love it. Anyway, Now some random games news. Zawa, do you remember the tweet that Ninja made about Smash 2 years ago?
Smash?
Yes.
Yep.
This tweet particularly. It just says, "Hey, fighting slash Smash community, I got something cooking up for you," and nothing really came up ever since. A lot of engagement, obviously.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. And there was a clip from a recent stream, which I guess Ludwig and other big streamers were doing some sort of like gambling thing or poker thing, and I'm not sure what specifically where that came from, but Ninja did comment about what happened between, or what he wanted to do, at least for Smash anyway. So let's check out this clip here. Hold on.
The Smash community, all right?
Listen, bro, I've been waiting. Dude, we know that was on Nintendo, not me.
The streets are wondering.
That was on Nintendo, not me.
You know what? The worst thing is, I believe you 100%.
It's 100%
Absolutely,
the case,
dude.
yeah.
All I wanted to do was create a massive tournament, and I literally wanted to just juice Evo like 500K. But I wanted to get Nintendo's permission,
I know.
and
No, I'm not gonna
they
tilt that,
just
but
they ghosted us.
85%
Yeah, they've done
chance.
worse.
That's annoying.
Like,
Smash
there's
community,
ghosting
not
and there's
for a while,
actively
no, man.
against.
But
I
yeah,
think
no,
he
man,
got the
I love
wrong
the fighting community, man.
Smash
I think it's one of
community
the
in his head. Just thinking of the other type of Smash community.
But either way, the fact that he even said, you know, Nintendo ghosted him is kind of like saying something, right, of how Nintendo feels about, well, the overall competitive scene. Now, granted, they did partner up with Panda later on, but back then, you know, that definitely shows how Nintendo feels. I mean, I think it still shows of how they feel in general, like with all the other competitive shit. Like it looks like they just really want to do their own thing with Smash, and they haven't done much with it other than partnering up with Panda, you know.
It's like Nintendo wanted like full control, and once they got it, they're like, what do we do now?
I know. Like, the only tournaments that I've seen is just like, you're like just like weird ones that have like items on and like all the like weird shit that you would kind of normally see in like just like casual play, you know what I mean, with your friends and stuff like that. You know, with items on and everything, all these like weird stages, you know, and like pretty much the opposite of what you would see in competitive Smash. So it's like, and of course this is online too, and there was a tournament, or there was a moment in the tournament where the players got disconnected because of how the netcode was shitty, and the commentators was like, okay then. So yeah, it kind of just really goes to show of how kind of out of touch they are with when it comes to this sort of stuff. Even people like Ninja, you know, wanted to help out and shit, but Nintendo was like, no, for some reason. Because I don't know if I don't know if it's just like pride or whatever, you know, but looks like they want to just like do their own thing, but they haven't done shit with it, like I said, man. So it sucks. There's more to it, I guess, in between. According to Ninja, and this is a thread tweet from Daniel J. Colette. It says, according to Ninja, Nintendo seemed quote-unquote interested and then ghosted him after he posted said tweet. Sounds like an easy cover story for Ninja to spin, but if it's true, then that was mind-blowingly a huge offer for Nintendo to leave on the table. Do not explain Smash to me in replies, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so never mind. That's just other stuff. Yeah, I mean, he says to take it with a grain of salt, but I feel like that's what Nintendo does, man. They kind of just like ghost people, man. Like it's happened with other stuff. I think people wanted to do like Splatoon stuff, but Nintendo was like, well, maybe we'll think about it, and then they kind of just ghosted him too. So I wouldn't put it past Nintendo if they did this and whatever, or for ghosting people, including Ninja. So believe it or not, I think that's a thing. At least people like Ludwig believes it, but you know, I mean, it is up to everyone to decide for themselves whether to believe this little story or not. But it makes sense to me because that's what Nintendo does. That's what they do. They've done in the past. It's not like it hasn't happened. Even it's not just Smash either. It's Splatoon. It's like anything else that could be competitive, possibly. So, anything else from you, Zawa, or are you good?
Nintendo, do you not like money?
Don't you want people to like you? You know what I mean?
That's why you can't like Nintendo and Sony. They're going backwards on some or a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like again, we discussed this a lot with Nintendo's part. It's like there's a lot of games on their SNES, NES, DS, and 3DS, library. You don't have Nintendo. You don't have to upgrade them to be like super nice on TVs. No, just release it on the eShop. People are gonna eat them up. I know, in essence, and I know one of my game series they are never gonna put that on because it's a legal nightmare.
Right. Project Cross Zone.
Yep. Project Cross Zone and also Tatsunoko versus Capcom. That would be lovely on the Switch.
That's a miracle, man. But it would be nice. It would be nice. But the only way for us to play those is just emulate it on our PCs. And of course, and of course, Nintendo don't like that. But
yeah, and Nintendo wonders why people would like. Sorry, Kitty was licking my foot. And Nintendo gets all butthurt. It's like, why are you guys playing this game on RAW? Play it here. It's like,
then release it. Like,
it's like because you don't have it on current consoles. And I don't want to fucking dig up my damn Wii or 3DS that's in storage.
Yep, that's exactly why. That is exactly why. But that is the current situation with Nintendo. Meanwhile, they're still dancing. Anyway. Speaking of Nintendo, this is a very quick bit right here. I thought that's so weird coming from Europe, the European Nintendo, because Nintendo of Europe. On their Twitter, they just kind of like randomly confirmed that all the basic weapons like that we know from Splatoon are returning to Splatoon 3. Like, I don't know why this particular Twitter account is the one to say that. It's like so weird, but I guess it was worth mentioning, you know. It's like
maybe because that Twitter account. Like, click on that Twitter account. I'm kind of curious.
Okay.
Like, what were their last tweets?
There's Kirby.
Kid Kirby.
The weapons. Splatoon.
Yeah, so I think Nintendo Europe gets like the shit end of the stick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
that was a Min.
Min. Which I still wish you got like the misprint.
I know, 2 dragon arms or 2 spinner or whatever the fucks.
or a super misprint. It's a
like
dragon
the
arm.
leg.
No, the dragon arm is her head.
Oh.
And the arms are her head.
Oh my god.
You'd be like, what is this?
I would
eBay,
keep that.
How much is this worth for? 1.5 million.
Yeah. I would offer for a ridiculously high price. On eBay.
I'll buy that for a high price.
Yeah, this Twitter account has always been like kind of weird. Like they do some like official stuff, but they've always done like just random tweets here and there. Like I don't know what. And then meanwhile, of course, Nintendo of America are the serious bunch. You know what I mean? Along with Japan, of course. Kind of weird.
It is kind of weird because sorry, Oreos.
Yeah.
So good. Because you would think that Nintendo of Europe and Japan would be like the forefront.
Yeah.
Because mostly all their stuff. Mostly all the good things, like the good collectors editions and stuff,
Right.
are only
Yeah.
released through Japan and Europe.
Europe,
So you think you'll have like the forefront or like news like that. And America, I guess, like again, sometimes the shit end. Looking at you, Nintendo, for screwing America over for not releasing the Bayonetta 2 Collector's Edition or the first Bayonetta Collector's Edition. I'm still pissed off at that. And yeah, mostly Nintendo Europe is just random.
It's
not like
super random.
It's like there's no set algorithm. It's just like
they do like memes sometimes, and they do
yeah,
like yeah.
Like this account is like, it's a slow day. Put a meme.
Yeah, I know, right?
And I finally got you motherfucker Raymond in Animal Crossing. You stupid.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
stupid
nice.
cat. Well, I had to buy the card.
Oh, you did buy the car? Okay.
Somebody here pulled them.
I pulled Raymond. I pulled Audie, and I pulled Wukong. Yeah. That was wild, dude. Those are the best 2-packs I can ever get for Animal Crossing.
And kids, that's where all his
That's where all my luck went. Yeah.
yeah, his luck went in, because I think wasn't it like a few days later you tried to pull in Pokemon cards and it was like almost
that time
empty-ish.
I think that was Fusion Strike. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was like the really mid set, and plus my luck was bad, so it was like extra bad.
To which again, all your stuff went there. You're like,
I mean, I'll take it.
I should.
Yeah, I'll take it. But granted, I've not played Animal Crossing in a while, but I should probably get back in there and scan the cards and stuff like that so I can get those neighbors. I gotta kick out 2 people though, sadly, but it is what it is. You gotta make choices, man. You gotta make sacrifices somehow.
Fuck, what was that? What was that famous Thanos line? It, like, requires like the hardest choices.
Oh yeah.
Thanos is right. Like, when you really think about it, kids, Thanos was kind of right.
That's what makes him a compelling villain, man.
But
Yeah.
I really didn't like him in Endgame. Well, it's also because it was like his younger
Self, kind of.
yeah, younger self that was just full of rage and I want to kill people.
The power scaling in Endgame, like when you look at it, is a little weird. You know what I mean? Like, cause, the 3 Avengers were fighting Thanos, and Thanos didn't even have like all the stones with him. I don't think. Like, what did he have on the time? It was like it was just was it Power Stone? Or the and then did he have the Soul Stone? I forget.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, he didn't have all the stones, and he was like beating their ass like it was nothing. Even Thor. But but in my head canon, you know, Thor was still like kind of fat, so maybe that's why he's a little sluggish. So that's why he couldn't beat him at the time. Because Thor had fucking both Mjolnir and Stormbreaker in hand, and he still couldn't beat his ass. You know what I mean? But
It's because Thor didn't play as Bob, so he didn't understand speed at all.
yeah. But yeah, in my head canon, he was fat, so he was like kind of out of shape still. So maybe that's why.
Oh, and speaking of which, for Street Fighter 6, Capcom do not bring back Rufus. I know that's Justin Wong's like favorite character. Don't bring back Rufus, please.
What about El Fuerte?
As long as they don't bring back Adon, then I'll accept El Fuerte.
Wait, why no Adon?
Lightning Jagger, yeah. I was like,
I like Adon. He looks
mute.
He's cool.
I'll be like this.
He's like the only other Muay Thai fighter though.
I'll be like, and mute.
And mute.
And mute.
Mm-hmm.
And when you fall asleep, Lightning Jagger.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll see him in 6, but we'll see. Because
I mean, again, for me, I want Ingrid. She needs to just return and watch everyone going like, "Why the fuck is she returning?" I'll be like, "Yay!"
of course.
Screw you guys.
Yeah.
I've been waiting 84 years for her to return.
84 years. Alright, well, that's pretty much it on those parts. Let's get on to the next thing, which is another quick bit. Reggie's book, which is Disrupting the Game, is now available everywhere. And yeah, so just a little reminder. Hey, Reggie has a book. So yeah, or I think he even has an audiobook, as we were saying a couple episodes back, because we saw that. I thought the picture of him, I think that was him recording the audiobook, or it was probably something else. They just used that picture, and then it looks like he was dropping a really hot mixtape or something. You know what I mean? So
that's our hit canon.
Yeah,
that wasn't. He was about to drop a
really hot mixtape. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's out, and if you want to take a listen, or if you want to buy the book, I believe it's available in all major bookstores and stuff like that, and storefronts. So go for it.
What is that?
What?
What is that? Books.
Oh, bookstore. Yeah, books. What are those? Audiobooks? I kind of know. Yeah, maybe like on like Audacity, or not Audacity. What's the other one? The one that Audible. There you go. Amazon has Audible.
Audacity. I was like, isn't that a program?
The program, yeah. I'm thinking of the program. No, Audible. Excuse me. On Amazon, should have the audiobook from Reggie. So, yeah. I probably if I am going to consume that book, I'm probably going to do the audiobook just to hear his voice. Hear that hot mixtape.
You play it, you think it's Reggie, and it's not.
It's not, yeah.
It's Morgan Freeman.
No, well, hey, I mean, I'll take it.
I'll be like, ooh.
Mm-hmm. If it was Keith David, I'm gonna be putting that on repeat. I'm probably gonna put down when I'm trying to like fall asleep. that guy needs.
It's Darth Vader. You're just gonna hear.
Oh, James Earl Jones. Oh man.
No, not James. You just hear just breathing.
Just the breathing. Yeah.
So you have to interpret
but you somehow understand what the exact like line he's saying. Is like, oh yeah. Oh, okay, that's really interesting.
But everyone in the outside will be like, the fuck.
Mm-hmm. But it's like somehow so therapeutic. You just fall asleep like. Somehow. Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, the book is everywhere, available everywhere, I guess. So yeah, go get it if you want it.
Yep, rated E.
Rated E. The book is rated E. Well, that'd be so weird to have books. Are books rated at all? I don't think so, right? It's just kind of like. It just says like 18, ages 18 up or whatever. Like they just say the ages, but they don't like have an actual like date for them. I don't think, or rating, excuse me, for them, right? So
it's more like. Young adults,
kids, or obviously.
Yeah, kids. You know, it's put into its own categories like that.
Okay.
For
Another.
actual ratings.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But maybe that's how it starts off. You know, the book. It's
Mhm.
Reggie's going like, this book is rated E for everyone.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is something I wanted to bring up, and that is the delay that's been going on with Genshin. So by now, or by this week, it should have been the new update for Genshin Impact, which is 2.7. But with what was going on in China, or what is going on in China rather, especially in Shanghai, I think that's where the main studio is. There's been a major lockdown. Like it's a very major strict lockdown where people can't even go outside in China. Like it's pretty fucking strict. So it's pretty bad over there right now. So people can't go out, which means they can't go to the studio and work on the game, you know, updating the game and stuff like that. So people who are able to work on it, I guess, from home, are trying to compensate for all the players, which is kind of nice. So for the compensation of the delay, I think for every week it says, yeah, so for every week it says 400 primo gems of a fragile resin, 7 heroes wits, mystic enhancement ore, that's 16 of them, and you also can get 120,000 mora, which is the currency in the money currency in Genshin Impact. That sounds nice, but I mean, if you play the game, you'll know that it's kind of small, especially in the grand scheme of things. So they've always been very stingy on those rewards, like especially in like all the other like domains and all the other like stuff that you usually do in Genshin Impact. Like you would think by now they would like at least up the rewards, or at least up the resin, or the the stamina in that kind of game, but they haven't done anything. They haven't even done it way before the lockdown, or and stuff like that. So in that department, it's pretty incompetent. I wish they would consider those things, but for right now, it is what it is, and I wish for the best for the workers and the hard workers and the hardworking people of Hoyoverse. Hope they stay safe and stuff like that. Hope they can get back into things in one piece. Not gonna complain too much, but it would just be nice to have more rewards for doing stuff in Genshin Impact, especially with the domains. Like farming, grinding and farming is kind of a nightmare. If you think about it, especially if you want to prepare for like each character that comes up. It's by now, they need to like really up the ante more when it comes to that. And that's just my opinion though, anyway. So, but meanwhile, hey, we're getting compensated with something, so it is something, I guess you can say. But it would just be nice if it was like, if they worked on other things too. Meanwhile, or at least they say, that hey, we understand that you guys want this. They need to be more communicative as well in the past. But for right now, again, hope for the best, and they can stay safe. Because again, in China, it's like pretty rough. Because they're on lockdown for the pandemic. Because I guess it's been still pretty rough. So, but yeah, I mean, I know you don't play the game by any means, but do you wish? Do you want to say something for this bit?
400 seems low.
Right, yeah.
And also, that doesn't even like whatchamacallit?
It ain't no 10 something.
Yeah, it's not. Does that even give you one single pool?
It does. I mean, each poll is 160. That's a single poll.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, 400 divided by that, that's like barely 2. Because let me check my math here.
Why though?
It's 2.5. Like even that's not even. Yeah, it's like barely 3. 2.5. This is for every week too. It's like, I mean,
is it grand total only 400 or?
no, for each week it's 400.
Oh, okay. So okay, I guess.
I say by this point, like 10 summon would be nice. A free 10 summon for each week. You know, like what harm would that bring? You know what I mean? It sucks too because we're still on the same character banner, which is Ayaka, and we've been stuck on that for a long time now. So, I mean, hey, if people want to still pull for Ayaka, they still got a chance. So yeah, good for them. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for the newer characters that are supposed to pop up by now. But you know, again, I can wait. I have stuff to do, and yeah, so. I've been kind of farming here and there when it comes to certain materials, but yeah, you know, I'm just still doing my dailies and stuff like that. You name it. Again, best wishes to Hoyoverse. Hopefully, they can get back into things. Hopefully, the lockdown isn't, you know, gonna go on for any longer. But can't hold your breath on it because you know politics and government and stuff. You know. Anywho, that's it for that. And how are we right now? Okay, so an hour and a half-ish. Okay. And now we can talk about the Apex Legends stuff. So far, I mean, we have Newcastle. We've seen some more footage. But let me just go through some of this stuff here, I think. Oh, wait, why did that show up? Oh, I know what happened. I was switching some stuff around. I think that one got switched by accident. But anyway, fuck that noise. No, this is all part of the Apex strategy. They're talking to Square Enix right now, and no,
the hell's wrong with you?
Can you imagine? Anyway, there's some of the changes here. So now they're gonna put the 301, the R301, and the Rampage in the Replicator. Yeah, in the Replicator from according to Apex Legends News or Alpha Intel. So what does that mean for the flatline? Like, are they gonna take out the flatline altogether for the season, or are they gonna put that back into the normal lineup, or because we all know the flatline is like pretty powerful, right? So, and they try to alleviate that by making you use the materials, right? The material currency, crafting materials, to force you to buy it. And it's like what, 30? So it's like not even that much in the grand scheme of things. Like there are times where I bought the flatline and I like shred people, like more likely. Like I even beat I even got first place with Loba. When remember, like in that clip, I was like, don't disturb me. You know, I'm shopping or whatever. And I'm like literally just like hip firing and crouch firing and stuff like that. Hip firing with the flatline, and I just beat the shit out of this Octane, right, to finish the game. You know, like it goes to show like how powerful that gun is. And that's why I put in the replicator for what, only 30 material. But if this change is true, what does that mean for the flatline? Are they just gonna rotate it out for all together, or again, are they gonna put it back into the regular rotation? But from what I can understand here, okay, Rampage, pretty powerful, but you have to use a thermal grenade, to make it all the more powerful. I guess you have to sacrifice something, and it's not even permanent; it's just limited time. So I don't think it needed to be in the replicator, in my opinion. It's slow, but powerful for sure. But yeah, I mean, you could buff it up by putting the thermal grenade in there, which it takes up space. You're holding on to it. You're not gonna use the thermal grenade for throwable. You're sacrificing it. So I don't know. I don't personally see me agreeing with this. The R301, okay, pretty good, But is it replicator material? I mean, what about you? I mean, what do you think?
I'm just chalking up as Respawn don't know what they're doing right now, so they're still in their experimental phase, which is like, this is too late in the game.
Now
Like,
they're
you
experimenting in the season 13 or whatever. Yeah. Anything else?
Really don't. Really happy Spitty's out of the care package, but it took a hit. Like, Spitty fucking got slapped.
Uh-huh.
My baby.
I mean, you can still do sort of work with it,
Yeah,
but
you still can do. You're gonna do damage, but it's just like it just took a hit. These gear depot or whatever's.
yeah. Your armory.
It looks to me like that's it's like the supply depot that we have already, but it's like 2.0. So instead of I need a grenade to open this damn door, it's like we'll go in.
Yeah, kill the mob.
So what if you go in there and the you die to the security detail?
I don't know.
Is the kill fee gonna be like your name died by bots? It's like so everyone can see your death, and it's like.
I mean, it's basically like the Prowler thing, right? But it's not indoor. I mean, it's not outdoors. So, like, if you die from the Prowler, like, how does that show up? Is it just Prowler, like the little?
It shows Prowler. Like, Prowler took you down, so it's like, oh god.
Yeah, so it'll probably be the same thing. Like, oh, this security bot took down this player or whatever. So, yeah. Spectre
525 down by bot. It's like,
can you imagine? I'd be ashamed. But I mean,
I know it'd be like you just take a clip of that and you post it on Twitter. I'm done with Apex.
Oh, but at least here it says when inside and fighting, the armory is logged, so you can't get third party. But right, which is nice. But I guess when the fighting is over, are they able to just wait outside and be like, okay, like,
so when the fighting's over, a hatch opens up on the top and launch pads. So you just go.
Oh, you just escape. Okay.
But see, that's the thing. Also, like when you're done and that thing opens, who's to say like you already have like teams like up there ready to just go like that?
I think this is the same thing. Let me see. Oh yeah. So.
Oh, actively prototyping. There you go, kids. That's another word for freaking experimenting. There, prototyping.
Yeah. Here's one of the bullet points I wanted to show. It's Respawn is actively prototyping more support characters for Apex Legends. The devs say that they heard feedback and been about wanting more support characters and are looking to balance out the roster. So I guess Newcastle is a start, you know what I mean? So like he's a shield character and stuff like that. So obviously not exactly offensive, of course.
Respawn, you want to know my damn feedback? Give Lifeline back her freaking shield. Which you apparently forgot to do that in the mobile game.
So she has the shield in the
She has the shield in the mobile game.
Oh my god. Well, anyway, let's take a look at this trailer for the Savior season.
Where did the creature come from? The hell is that?
Right, so there's gonna be an update for Storm Point, which will have this dead creature as part of the map. Kind of like how they had the skull and the dinosaur skull in what was it, Kings Canyon? Was it? I think
Can you fuck it? What? Can you?
But wouldn't that be necrophilia?
don't know. I'm not into that. Go ask chat.
Yeah, or
Go ask Steve's chat.
Ugh. Oh, there's like a new emote thing for Mirage.
I still don't like how Respawn doesn't like allow you to bypass emotes.
I want to bypass music, man. I just want Fuse's music pack and get out of there, man.
Get out of Dodge.
Yeah. Interesting choice of music for this trailer.
Newcastle.
It's like 80s hair metal kind of power ballad sort of ish.
Yeah, at least it's not like okay. No fault to Imagine Dragon. Holy shit! Mostly like all of League of Legends, like big budget like trailers and stuff was just Imagine Dragons. Imagine Dragons.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Please pick someone else.
Yeah, here's the armory with the Spectre bots. Yeah, you can launch out of there. Yep. Yeah, the new costumes from the Battle Pass.
I don't like it. I'm not feeling it yet.
Yeah, you're not feeling them. I kind of like Fuse's costume's kind of silly, but what's her face? Maggie is kind of weird. Let me see. Let me see if I can like rewind it to that part. Like it's essentially the same costume except the flames and the purple colors, right? So are they actually sending that as a gold skin? That's kind of lame. Is that part?
That's a flame. That's a flame hair, right?
It's a flame hair, yeah.
She looks like a discounted Ghost Rider.
Like a female discounted Ghost Rider. No, it'd be a discounted Ghost Rider if it was on CW. I don't know, even though they're
No, wait. She bought her a Ghost Rider costume from Halloween Spirit.
Oh my god. Or Party City or whatever. Oh man. Yeah, it's just like I think it's just a skin if you buy the battle pass because you know there's like 3 skins that are purple, right? They're like purple grade, and usually you can get those right away when you buy the battle pass. So maybe that could be a part of it. And then because there's always 2 gold skins within the like the levels, right? And usually, so this time it will be Newcastle and Fuse for whatever fucking reason, but I guess Fuse is whatever. So the Fuse one, let me see. Well, that Newcastle one, that might be the later gold skin that you get in the battle pass, and then Fuse's skin is what you get in level 25 because that's one of the increments. That could be the way it works in this one. I could be wrong, but and then there's the skin for what is that? Like a Spitfire or something? Yeah, it looks like a Spitfire skin. I kind of like Fuses. I mean, like I said, it's like silly and whatever. Still same finisher, but whatever. I wish you kind of like make new finishers for some characters.
What threats lie ahead, legends?
I'm a diamond man. You won't crush me.
Whatever happens, you'll need to protect each other and let no one fall.
All right, let's finish this.
That's kind of cool. You can like bounce back some of the throwables or something like that from what it looks like.
Real heroes, get back up.
Approved by Eduardo Silva, paid for by the Syndicate.
So that's it for that video. And then this one, yeah, this one just shows off Newcastle some more.
The week, champion of Harris Valley, savior. Newcastle has been called a lot of things, but no one really knows the man behind the mask.
I bring hope to the hopeless.
No one but me.
Ooh, now that I've looked at it, the animation from when he was using his shield to his arm that goes back to his back, looks like it skipped some frames.
Called a lot of things.
Yeah, the way, yeah, see.
Behind the
Yeah, it's like pink.
Yeah.
Savior. Newcastle has been called a lot of things. but no one really knows.
You see how the shield kind of just jumps to his arm like that?
No one really knows the man behind the mask.
I bring hope.
It's magnet. It's magnetic, so it's a powerful magnet, right? So
No one really
Magnetic
Yeah.
slam.
yeah.
Castle. I'll make sure everyone makes it home.
Which home is that again?
I won't let you down, even when you're down.
He can use his knockdown shield to drag.
Yeah, there's the drag and stuff like that. I kind of like that. It's kind of cool.
Don't let his dance moves
Yeah,
fool
but
you.
again, it's like,
It's from Lifeline.
Jack, Newcastle.
Bro,
Still
Lifeline.
I kind of like this one too, the mobile shield thing.
protects his squad mates whether they're moving
I wonder if we can
bottle
set that up behind you too. That would be pretty nice.
or running
But is it
away
only in
from
front?
Just trying to hold it down for the folks in Harris Valley.
Sometimes the best
Finisher.
offense is a good defense.
You're standing on the wrong side of the shield.
Newcastle can bring the cover. Thing is,
I wonder if the slam itself can be used or can do damage to someone. So like you like directly slam the shield on somebody. Like would that do damage? That'd be kind of funny.
Come on, it's like
forever.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they're gonna use in their compilations, I bet.
But until then, a little friend.
I wonder if that do you see how like there's like electricity running through it? Is that an indication that it'll like be able to get rid of throwables, including like some projectiles too? I don't think they've been too detailed about that. It definitely doesn't get rid of the like Bangalore's like missiles or whatever, like what Watson's ult can. literally I saw that happen. Like my the Watson on my team threw down the ult, you know, the generator thingy, and then Bangalore that was a good idea to throw her ult out, and none of it hit us. So I was like, oh, I'm very unfortunate for that Bangalore. That Bangalore had no idea, unfortunately. I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah. So anything else you wanted to say? I know you said like you had some like dislikes about what they're doing this season, but was that just pretty much what you summed up?
pretty much.
Okay. Any other things you wanted to toss in for Apex?
Respawn. Stop being stupid. I know that's a high order, but stop being stupid.
I just want music packs in the store. That's all I want. That's like my biggest thing that I want from Respawn for right now. Because some of those the music packs are pretty cool. I mean, for some characters, like I kind of want Watson's, but I definitely want Fuse's music pack, which I unfortunately missed out on during, was it season 8? I think it was, because I think season 9 is when I first came back, and that was during when Valkyrie made her debut. I think that was her season. So I was a little too late. I was a little late on that one, unfortunately. And you know, it would be nice to see those things come back. You know what's weird? Some of the event skins are in the standard rotation. Like I got some of the Halloween skins randomly in the standard packs. So I'm like, oh, okay, huh? That's weird. I think
I'll take it.
yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, because I think it was somebody's like purple skin from the Halloween event or something like that. One of the mini Halloween events. I think it was. Oh, it was sorry, it was Valkyrie. Speaking of which, it was Valkyrie's like one of her Halloween skins was like in the standard rotation. I was like, oh, that's weird. I would not think I would have gotten that, but okay. I'll use it here and there, I guess. So why not put the music packs in those rotations? You know what I mean? Or put it in the store. I'll buy it. I'll buy a music pack. And yep, they're still dancing. So yeah. Anything else? Let me see. Yeah, we know there's the oh yeah, they're making changes to ranked. Which I believe, let's see. Yeah, so I guess you can now you can demote out of a tier halfway down to the previous division. So example I guess is, you can go down from masters to 50% of diamond 1. Rank point tier promotion bonus, and then tier demotion protection available up to 3 games lost after promotion into a high tier. So in other words, if you just ranked up, you won't lose your rank right away, until after like 3 games or something like that. So, which yeah, kind of sounds nice. We'll see how that works. In the
Again, kids, they're experimenting still.
Yeah. And then there's some of like the values that they're playing around with in ranked. And then I guess there's a new tier now called Rookie. Only for new players. Existing players will be unaffected by Rookie tier and cannot be de-ranked into it. And Bronze now has entry costs, whatever that means. Because I don't play ranked, so. There are changes coming for ranked for those who are into that side of things. But other than that, yeah, Storm Point has a new place in the map. Here are the abilities for Newcastle. Where's the passive ability? Oh, there it is. So okay, I guess that is his passive, which is to drag downed allies as you revive and protect them with your revive shield. Okay. The strength of Newcastle's revive shield is based on the level of knockdown shield he has. Oh, okay. So I guess there's a better reason to pick up those knockdown shields, right? Newcastle can redirect his mobile shield direction. Enemies can destroy, of course. When the ult is live, Newcastle can quote-unquote lock on to teammates that, to leap to them. Oh, that's kind of interesting. And of course, there's no changes to lifeline. I guess that had to be clarified for some reason. And yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of it. Oh, yeah. Control will return in the second half of Season 13. It is also said that they're working on more limited time modes for Apex Legends. I say keep Control permanent, in my opinion. That's just me.
Again. Experimentation!
And again, these are the skins that you'll get in the Battle Pass, as we saw in the trailer. And I think that's pretty much it for the major changes coming. So, yep, that's pretty much it. So that's it for the Apex stuff. And they are still dancing, yes. Alright, let's go ahead and wrap up with some anime, movies, and more news. There's a sneak peek, sort of, with an image of the Borderlands movie, as we're going to see with silhouettes. You can take a wild guess as to who is going to be in the cast so far. On the very right, that looks like Roland. Kevin Hart, him being short. You can kind of tell.
Is that R2-D2?
What? No, it's that one. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I forget who's voicing Claptrap.
Oh, I forget. Is it Jack Black? I think it was Jack Black.
If it is Jack Black, if I don't hear him say skadoosh, because once in the damn movie I'm walking out.
On the
Skidoo.
on the next to Roland, not sure exactly who that is, but I do want to say it's what's her name from Borderlands 1, Lilith.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Lilith.
yeah. Oh yeah, because yeah, it was in the casting. The middle, I'm not too sure who that is. Is that Tannis or whatever her name is? The mechanic or whatever? I forget. I don't know.
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe. It looks like Tannis. Next to her is obviously Tiny Tina, because you can see the bunny ears and stuff like that. The bunny right there. You kind of even see the gesture and stuff like that. Very, very far left. Pretty obvious. That's Krieg.
It's more funny that Kate Blanchett is Lilith.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So that is pretty much Lilith on the right, center right. But but yeah, who's in the middle though? I'm not too sure. I mean, that character wise, I forget. I want to say it's Tannis, but
Maybe Mad Moxie. Or
well, Man Moxie has a top hat, so I don't think it's yeah.
Okay, I need to watch this movie now
Why?
because it has Jamie Lee Curtis
As
Dr. Tannis.
okay,
Dr.
so
Patricia
it has to be her in the middle then.
It has to be Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, because she always has the short hair, so I think I think she would be perfect then. If that really is her.
Which again, if with the little tangent.
Go ahead.
Because it's Jamie Lee Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
If they do okay with the Netflix One Piece, I really want her to be chosen for Kureha.
Oh, the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She like with a good enough makeup and a good wig, or if she grows out her hair, she pretty much nails it already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Possibly.
And doesn't Kuhira like sometimes like yell a lot?
Yes. Oh, of course.
Yeah. So Jamie Lee, she has some yelling chops, so give it to her.
Mm-hmm. That is yeah, pretty much that's pretty much it, yeah. I mean, we see Krieg, we see Tina, Tannis, looks like, and then Lilith, and then Roland, obviously.
Roland, and then R2D2.
Yeah, totally R2D2. Yep.
Next.
Yeah, next. But before we do that, actually give me like a couple minutes here. Hold on. I have to deal with something. Hold on.
Hold on, kids. All right.
And okay.
He died it, everyone.
Yes, for a minute and a half ish. All right, I'm back.
He had to go into the multiverse for a bit.
Yes, because I had to deal with stuff. I'm with the Sorcerer Supreme, quote unquote.
He had to stop Tom Holland spoiling another movie.
Oh my god. Oh, speaking of that, okay, this is a bit of a tangent, but remember what I told you? Oh, we talked about it on the show about No Way Home before I watched it, and I said that I was spoiled by BuzzFeed with something. But now that I watched it, it turns out to be a fake spoiler of sorts. I think it was just I didn't look into it, but it was probably just like someone theorizing of what happens with Mary Jane, because in BuzzFeed, I mean it's not spoilers anymore because I know it's not spoilers, but I guess there was theorizing that Mary Jane or MJ in this one, somehow like could turn out to be the villain for this part or something like that. It was like I only read their headline, and obviously I didn't look at it beyond that because obviously I thought it was a spoiler because I didn't know at the time. I didn't watch the movie, so I immediately backed off, and I obviously didn't read the article, so I don't know what the context of that was. So I thought that was a spoiler. I thought she was gonna like somehow turn into like the next villain for like the next set of Spider-Man movies or whatever ish, but all right, well, turns out to be a fake, so there you go. All right, so sorry, that's just a bit of a little bit of a tangent that I wanted to clarify for myself and whatnot. So anyway, now we can go into the next part of things, which is involving with Netflix, more specifically on Sonic. So there was a sneak peek for Sonic from, I guess they were like showing off their animation stuff, even though they're like canceling stuff left and right. I guess it's a trailer.
Ooh.
I'm gonna mute it just in case, but let me just briefly go through, like, yeah, they have Panda, right? They have the Panda stuff.
2002 is full of animation,
right? As they say, or as they cancel, like,
yeah, as they chop off some of the animation studios and stuff like
Daniel Spellbound. I don't know about this one. I have never heard. I thought that was like a Nintendo related thing because it looks like something from like a Miiverse type of like stuff, but it's called Battle Kitty. It looks like, dude, it looks like Mii's. It looks like Nintendo Mii's. Like, what the fuck? It looks like it. Samurai Rabbit?
It's Usagi from...
from Ninja... Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
TMNT.
Oh, wow.
It's just in a weird, like, art style.
Yeah. Boss Baby. Nah. Is this... What is this one? Wait, there's Jurassic World animation? What the f... There's My Little Pony.
My Little Pony.
Oh, God. Jurassic World animation. There's Green Eggs and Ham? What the f... Dragon Prince. He-Man. There's another He-Man coming? What the f... That's a weird looking He-Man.
Dear. No, thank you.
Pokemon Journeys, that's a dub. That's just dubbed. Nothing new.
My dad.
The Bounty Hunter. The style looks all similar with each other with the 3D ones. Like, just briefly looking at it. And then... Okay, there's Jurassic. And then there's Sonic. So... I'll put it up for Sonic.
I know what you're thinking. I'm good and powerful, apparently. Jealous?
No, I'm not jealous.
All right, so speaking of sneak peeks, right, with Borderlands, right, we have a sneak peek of Sonic Prime. We can see what Sonic kind of looks like here. Looks pretty decent at least. It's kind of interesting what they did with the fur though. It's kind of like just painted. It looks like it's just painted on, rather than actually like trying to put detail to it.
They don't have budget.
They don't have budget.
And Netflix disband them.
I'm surprised, honestly. Well, I guess I shouldn't be, but I'm surprised this is still a thing. Sonic Prime. I thought they would be canceled or something, along with all the other like animation stuff. And
I think it will be canceled after the first season.
Oh man, we'll see.
Because you know how Netflix likes to do with their with their shit. This series is actually doing good. Cancels. This series actually fucking sucks. Let's keep it running for another 5 seasons. Like what?
Well, luckily they didn't do that with Cowboy Bebop. That one, what?
Well, I think if they continued it, they'll have like major like
Backlash.
lawsuits on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, backlash lawsuits.
Yeah, definitely. With the production cost too, like I think they would have taken a huge blow on that one. Now that I look at it too, like with Sonic's arms, it looks like the you see like the peach side of it. It looks like it's painted on. Like look at that. Look at this part of the arm. It doesn't look like it's like like an independent thing. It looks like it's just painted on there. You see what I'm saying? It's like a.
It's just hurting me.
Yeah, it's like you're looking at his like right shoulder, right? Like onto his right. It looks like if you bought an amiibo and some of like that amiibo has like that one little like paint that's going over to the next part of the body. You know what I'm saying? Like a slightly not well painted amiibo. That's what it kind of looks like to me. Or like a cheap figure. You know what I'm saying? Like like there's
the dollar store knockoff.
Kind of like that, yeah. Like the paint just goes over to like the like the next like the like let's say like it's like a bare skin on the arm, but then the flesh color kind of like bleeds over to like the armor of whatever character. That's kind of like what I'm kind of imagining, sort of. Now, granted, this is early, so they could fix it, of course, But yeah, paying attention to those little details kind of throw me off a little bit. But otherwise, it's Sonic.
It's hurting my eyes.
Otherwise,
me.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's Sonic. Like his face and everything else is fine. I like the like when he's running, like the effects when he's running. The rings, of course.
I like it, but because of that weird screenshot, he's like, just put up his arm, just bend him forward, put his arms in the back. There you go, Naruto run. Let's go, Sonic.
Oh, excuse me, it's the Sonic run. Naruto's doing the Sonic run. Okay. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it for the screenshots. Very brief, but I mean, it says something at least. When it comes to the voice actor, it is not Roger Craig Smith nor Ben Schultz, I think it's last name. It is another completely different person. It's Devin Mack. I believe Devin Mack has done the Lego stuff, Bakugan, and Total Drama Island so far.
Bakugan.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a mix between Schultz and Craig Smith, to me anyway. Just from that little brief bit of a dialogue we've heard, which yeah, I'm okay with. I mean, it's an alright Sonic voice, but I always prefer either Ryan Drummond or Jason Griffith, I think his name was. Griffith was from 4Kids, and then Drummond is like the classic. What?
Griffith is from Berserk. He did nothing wrong.
I mean, yeah, I'm aware there's a character named Griffith from. Yeah. Anyway, no, I mean, those two I do prefer. I mean, personally, but Drummond is from the classic 3D Sonic games. He was the first Sonic to sort of appear voice wise. So I have like sort of childhood memories of that voice actor. But yeah, this one's not a bad voice. It's a different take on Sonic-ish. It's kind of like trying to draw notes from the movie Sonic and the current games of Sonic, which yes, that's gonna continue to have Roger Craig Smith. Kind of how it is. Which is funny because it's Mirage, it's Chris Redfield, and also Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed. You know what I mean? So like I kind of like hear a little bit of those characters in Sonic a little bit, especially with Mirage. Mirage kind of sounds like Sonic a little bit, with a slightly deeper voice compared to Sonic anyway. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, Mirage kind of sounds like Sonic to me, or maybe it could be the other way around. But anyway, it's Roger Craig Smith. But yeah, you know, that's all we got for right now for Sonic Prime. Not gonna harp too much on it, but yeah, I mean Sonic. Can't wait to see it. People are complaining about, oh, it's Green Hill Zone again. It's like, okay. You not know how famous that level is. I mean,
I kind of do wish that J.L. White, you know, it just has like a small role.
cameo, yeah.
Because again, kids, some of us were introduced to Sonic through him.
Right, the classic Sonic cartoon. I've seen it. Yeah, I've definitely seen some episodes.
It's like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't even fucking do that laugh anymore.
I remember Dr. Robotnik, yeah, definitely, and then the two like robots he always had with him. It was like, which is like that chicken, the chicken slash rooster robot, and then the drill little robot mole
thing.
yeah, mole thing, yeah.
Robot.
Yeah, I always remember those two. They always get blown up or fucked up, but you know they always get put back together and stuff like that. Yeah, kind of like how Waspinator was in Beast Wars. He always gets blown up, but he still like lives somehow. Even though Pterosaur like gets thrown into a lava, just all right, that's it. Remember that? And then Scorponok gets thrown into lava too. It's like, what the fuck? They're like some of the most like iconic like robots or transformers just get tossed into the lava. It's like, oh, okay. Anyway, different story. Yeah, I mean, I obviously would like to see more of it. I mean, it's a nice little teaser. That's how you do teasers, right? Sometimes like teasers are pretty much like the whole trailer or the whole movie. It's like, oh, what? You know, why would you spoil that part? But hey, it happens.
Yes.
What?
Because yes.
Because yes, yeah, I guess. But yeah, I look forward to it more. I mean, as a Sonic fan, I approve. There are some weird things about it, like the arms and the fur a little bit, but other than
Does he
that,
have the boots with the fur?
What?
Does he have the boots with the fur?
The boots with the fur?
Yes. Because you were talking about the fur, right? So I'm saying, well, does his boots have the fur? You know what? Never mind.
Okay.
Skip.
All right.
Apple bottom jeans? No? Okay, let's go.
Anyway, let's move on to
Hawk was like, "Yep, not touching that."
This is MCU news. So it's reported that Keanu Reeves is going to be in the MCU somehow. He has a secret role, a secret Marvel MCU role. That's all there is to it. I don't think there's really anything else to it. I mean, this could be rumors, but hey, I mean, just for the sake of conversation, what do you think? What do you think that is?
John Wick is gonna pop in, and he's gonna be like, "Where's my dog?"
Mm-hmm. I know.
They will point at Rocket. It's like, that's not a dog.
I feel like he's just going to be like a side character, but kind of important-ish, like a god maybe. I don't think he's going to be a full-fledged like Marvel superhero. That's just me. I mean, he could be a Silver Samurai, MCU Silver Samurai, but other than that,
Wake up, Samurai.
Yeah, Wake Up Samurai, like like that reference to Cyberpunk. That'd be fucking hilarious. But I don't know. I mean, do you know any Marvel characters that would
that would fit Keanu?
Keanu? Yeah.
God-wise, or just like in general?
Just in general, like anyone. That obviously has not made an appearance, of course, but it's in general. Who do you think would fit Keanu?
Let me open my tax returns. I mean, no, nope, he wouldn't. Nope. Probably nope. Maybe nope.
I mean, for all we know, he could just be a voice of like a 3D CGI MCU character.
But, like probably not a well-known.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be a well-known, but for like, he maybe no, Angel, no.
Let's see. I mean, there's a statement here, sort of. So far, our source was able to confirm that the new project is a film in the MCU, as opposed to a series in Disney+. We should be seeing Keanu Reeves in an upcoming Marvel movie, and unless their plans go amiss, it's unlikely we'll be seeing any announcements for his part before it's actually happening. This is one of the big Marvel secret castings. That's all it says here. So it's a movie, not a series. I think that's one way to narrow it down.
Well, again, if they go, maybe Chameleon.
Chameleon, who's he from?
From the Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, okay.
Okay, so let's see. Nope. No, cannot do that. Nope. Nope. And also, it doesn't really like say what kind of like film it is, or
right. I mean, obviously,
obscure.
Can't reveal too much.
Keanu Reeves as Doctor Doom.
You know what? I would not be surprised actually. Although I don't know, is Doctor Doom like a colorful character, like personality-wise? Because I only imagine him from either the classic cartoon, like or the Spider-Man cartoon, because he made an appearance there too, and then Marvel 3. So that's all I can imagine. And of course, there's the Fantastic Four movies with Chris Evans as Human Torch and stuff like that, and Jessica Alba as Invisible Woman. Remember those days?
Scrub my mind from those days.
Actually, he could be. I could actually see him as Silver Surfer in the MCU, because since he's kind of stoic, you know what I mean? Like Silver Surfer's supposed to be stoic-ish, right? From what I can imagine, and Keanu Reeves wouldn't have to like act too much. It wouldn't be out of his range, I don't think. Because the most colorful Reeves can be is imagine I guess Duke Kaboom from Toy Story 4, if you remember that character. Yeah, you know, the motorcycle guy, the stunt man. That's like the most colorful I've ever heard from Reeves. And then of course, there was Ted from Bill and Ted, like early, like way back in the day. He was super like whoa, whoa, But obviously, I don't think he's gonna do that anymore. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going through my archives.
Yeah, I would say Silver Surfer. I think that's a pretty good like safe pick.
Silver Surfer. He could be Nightmare. I don't see Keanu Reeves as a villain. Ish, maybe.
What if it was Galactus somehow?
No, Keanu Reeves as Apocalypse. And when he sees a rogue, he says the line, "Oh, Apocalypse is coming for that ass." It's like, what, sir? I mean, die.
I'm coming for her powers, yeah.
He's like, sure you are.
Yeah.
911, what's your emergency? I have this giant ass blue guy sexually harassing my coworker.
He gets canceled on Twitter. Oh man, that'd be so ridiculous. Anything else you could think of? You can think of?
Nope.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Some of these Marvel characters, yeah. Nope.
Yeah, I say Silver Surfer for Reeves. I think I can see him. Probably to get rid of the beard for the CGI stuff, but yeah, other than that.
I see you copying my beer.
What if he's just himself in the MCU? Keanu Reeves as Keanu Reeves. And it's just like a cameo, and Peter Parker is like, "Whoa, you're Keanu Reeves. Like, can I get your autograph?" Like, you know, that sort of thing. Like, oh yeah, sure. And he's like, but he's like actually a fan of Spider-Man or whatever. Somehow.
Let's just have Justin Wong in there too.
Just
playing Marvel in
so,
the background.
That'd be so funny if they actually put like the Marvel players into the scene as a cameo of sorts. That'd be amazing.
More like a big fight is happening and they crash through like a Marvel versus Capcom like tournament.
Tournament. Oh, that'd be so
like
sick.
You have James Chan and
Chris G
and Yipes. James and Yipes like commentary, and they're like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, and then like Chris Matrix, you know, and like all the like big players and stuff, like all the big names. That'd be so sick.
Oh no, it just happens. This big fight scene just happens to go through like a mock-up Evo.
Yeah, just like your big tournament, whatever. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Like a lot of people will not understand the significant reference of it, but for us we'll be like, oh,
yeah, I know,
it's Evo.
Yeah.
Evo is back.
I'm pretty sure if that were to happen, like Justin would be like, I got a big secret thing I can't tweet out, but I'm gonna say it's a big secret thing, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, and then people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Ah! Yeah. But anyways, back on to Reeves. It would be funny if he was himself, yeah. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Like Reeves. Nah, I know what character he's gonna be. As I said, it's gonna be John Wick. He's gonna step out of a damn portal and he's gonna ask like,
yeah,
where's my dog? And everyone be like, what? he just starts blasting everybody.
What if he was Wolverine? It would be so weird.
He's too tall to be Wolverine.
Yeah, he is. He is pretty tall. Yeah. Not to mention, I mean, his range doesn't fit that of Wolverine. I wish it was Hugh Jackman, but
no.
Yeah.
You want it to be Danny DeVito.
Oh my god, that'd be so ridiculous.
Wearing his trash man costume.
Oh my god. That'd be so ridiculous.
I'll be like, wow. Marvel went there.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I can think of. Silver Surfer for Keanu Reeves as that big secret role. And meanwhile, I think it's like some director was like kicked out or he left the Fantastic Four production. So maybe you know that's like a. Maybe, I'm probably like reaching in there, but like, you know, maybe Keanu Reeves is gonna be Silver Surfer because of. I don't know. But yeah, you can't think of anyone else, right? So, yeah. Alrighty, well, that's on that part. I think we have one more or two more things. Yeah, two more things. Well, speaking of skipping, director Justin Lin is going to be skipping out on the rest of the Fast franchise due to the difficult behavior that Vin Diesel has having on set, I guess. Here's a quote, I think, from Lin himself. Diesel shows up late to the set, he doesn't know his lines, and he shows up out of shape. That's one quote, I guess, that's pulled from New York Daily News. There's a really big shot of Johnny Depp there for a second, but like, yeah, it says Justin Lin quit as director of Fast 10 because Vin Diesel is so difficult. Okay, and then there's the quote from that we just read, and then previously, yeah, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson quit 5 years ago after making 4 Fast and Furious movies with Diesel, which it's another thing to stack up on if it's true or not about Diesel. So looks like Vin Diesel's not really all about family, right? Family.
Why is Adam Driver there? Okay, never mind. He just left. He
Oh.
was in that little ad. I was like, why is
Yeah.
Adam Driver there?
Yeah, I think it's some sort of like, it's like 7 actors who refuse to watch their own film. Okay, that's weird. Anyway,
There are some actors that don't like watching their films. Johnny Depp is one of them. I think in like a very old interview, he said he just gets weirded out seeing him on screen.
I kind of feel the same way ish when it comes to when it comes to me editing my own stuff. Like once I'm done with it and I upload onto YouTube, I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm moving on to the next project. Yeah, I mean, just people are like that, man. Like, there's just something about watching yourself that just feels really fucking weird. And it's even more weird when other people, your friend decides to like put up your video on their screen, and you're like watching them watching you. That's like even worse. For me, that's even worse. It's like so awkward for me. I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that.
Like, small scenario about like that. It was at a cousin's party, and we kind of made like a small, like little, like birthday surprise like video for him. And I clocked it. I had like almost a minute on screen, and I'm like, fucking shit. I mean, I was all the way in the back, but I was still going like this in my seat.
You're like actually cringing, like, oh, I'm on the screen, no.
Like I was like near where they were projecting. I was like, just fast forward it. Please.
It's almost kind of like doing a presentation in like class. Like you kind of just like you just want to get over with it.
Yeah, you want to rush it.
You
like,
want to rush it through. Yeah, you just want to be over with. That's why I always go first or third or second. Like I want to get it out of the way, but at the same time I kind of want to know how they did their presentation. Like I can kind of like take note and like, you know what I mean. But at the same time, you gotta like get rid of like my nervousness and just like my sort of awkwardness about myself. You know, like I just want to get out of the way. Like, oh, okay,
like next.
Yeah.
Skip.
Yeah. Literally, right. I want to hit that skip button, but. Yeah, I get it. But anyway, back onto here. It kind of it's starting to add up that Vin Diesel is maybe the problem of these films when it comes to like recording and production and stuff like that. Again, like when Dwayne Johnson left the set because Diesel, right? I mean, people kind of say like, oh, maybe Johnson's the problem, that sort of thing. But if the director like left because of Diesel, like it's starting to really add up against Diesel of how he is on set when it comes to these sort of films, right? Even though like he's like the main star and everything, like it kind of goes to show how seriously he takes these films. If of course if this is all true, I mean he's just there for the money instead of family, Family. No, it's what you're really saying is money. Maybe. I mean, allegedly. I'm this is coming from me. So.
Nah, he wants family made out of money.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's just interesting to see, for me anyway. I mean, there's so much like Fast and the Furious stuff. Like maybe that's why like he just like burnt out himself too, but it makes money, so that's why he keeps doing it, you know what I mean? So but he's really starting to maybe show like that like sense of exhaustion, and that's why he wanted to do that one graphic novel film. I forgot what it was called. It was like Blood something. It involved with blood, and it was trying to be like the next big superhero film, but it failed, obviously. I forgot what it was called. It had Vin Diesel as the main star, of course. But anyway, that failed. So it's just like, well, fuck, I'm stuck in this like fast handcuffs, so essentially like the golden handcuffs, you know. So maybe that's why he's acting all like, you know, like pretty much like a slob on set. And Johnson and Lin didn't want any of that. And maybe meanwhile, like the rest of the cast are kind of just like understanding. Maybe, I don't know. But they're trying to just put up with his behavior. Maybe, I'm not too sure. But anyway, that's pretty much all there is to that one. If you don't have anything else to say, alrighty. Just get rid of all this other stuff. Yep, and they're still dancing. Meanwhile, I think we have one more thing to talk about. And yeah, so it looks like we have a Green Lantern show coming up in HBO Max.
Why?
It's a series. Is it live action or is it animated? Hold on.
I don't give two shits.
Yeah, you're not a Green Lantern guy. I mean, when it comes to Green Lantern, like I kind of like him in Justice League, and if I were to pick one, I would definitely pick Jon Stewart. I'm a Jon Stewart kind of guy.
That's everybody.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's some people I know that like Hal Jordan over Stewart, but that's the few.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're Team Stewart, Jon Stewart.
Team Stewart, and then I have my friend that likes Guy Gardner. I don't know. Like, when you think about the Green Lantern, it's like the power of will is strong, but fear is actually a bit stronger, you know. Like,
And then there's rage, right?
yeah, there's rage, and there's love, or I forget what it's called. It's the blue one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
So familiarized with those like colors and stuff like that. What's green then? What does that represent?
Will.
Oh, just will.
Power
Okay,
of
okay.
will.
It sounds like it's a live. It sounds like a live action series. If it says filming, right? So.
I have a better. I mean, who knows? It might be good.
Yeah.
My flop. It's just to me, it's like, what is the budget? Is it gonna be on the same level as
like Peacemaker,
or are they gonna cut corners?
Yeah, this one's definitely going to be CG heavy because you know the effects and powers and stuff like that. So I imagine it's going to be taking a bit of a hit in comparison to Peacemaker because you know he's more ballistic, so it's just guns and whatever. I mean, the only CGI thing with like the bugs and stuff like that. That's about it. And like you know, there's obviously the violence too, but you know that's kind of nothing comparing to Green Lantern.
I look how because Peacemaker is really good.
Yeah.
Eagly. Someone's like, wow, they trained this eagle really well. And I'm like, should we tell him?
Yeah, should we break it to him?
It's like, no, don't tell him. I'm gonna tell him.
Man, you like to shatter people's dreams, don't you?
That's not actually a bird. That's a trash panda.
It says, although the series was announced well over a year ago, Green Lantern Corps, I guess that's what the series is going to be called, has largely flown under the radar, and only a couple of big announcements from its own on and off screen for some of its own or some of its on and off-screen personnel. Finn Wittrock will bring the Guy Gardner version of the character to life in the leading role. Okay, so it's Guy Gardner.
And it is Guy Gardner. So
Okay.
it doesn't have to do with fucking Jon Stewart.
Or Hal Jordan. So, the direct exclusively revealed that Lee Tolan Krieger will sit in the director's chair for the series' first episode. Okay.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, here you go. How many episodes am I directing? One.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's how it works, right? Because Taika Waititi did 1 or 2 episodes for Mandalorian, I think, right? So that's kind of how it works. Yeah, I think that's all there is to it. For any like big information that's worth mentioning. So yeah, it's neither
Okay, to make this series a hit,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta have Ryan Reynolds make a cameo.
Oh my god. At least have that Green Lantern on like a TV or something. Like someone else is watching that Green Lantern somehow. I think that would be pretty hilarious. And they're like, wow, what a shitty film or something like that.
I was like, wow, do Earthlings see us like this?
Yeah. Let me go, let me see. Oh, okay.
Don't dive, it's scary. Oh. Now I remember why. Yeah, he's from American Horror Story.
Oh, okay.
Still, Guy Gardner. Why? Why?
I don't know.
I mean, yay, but
Eh? Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah. Alrighty, I think that's pretty much it. And yes, they're still dancing in the background.
I do have one more because today's a special birthday for a character that this man likes.
Oh, you're actually bringing that up. Okay.
There you go. You can show this one.
Let me check.
It's not spoiling.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
actually-
All right.
I just want to eat that cake.
I saw this one. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Like, what is that cake? What are you made out of?
It looks like it's well, it means melon.
Yeah.
Honey.
Melon,
I don't know melon. I don't know if melon is related to honeydew melon. I think it's
I
like
see
it's all
strawberries.
yeah, strawberries, and I think like maybe like is that pineapple? That's a lot of fruit.
I want to say the purple part is ube. That looks cool. But I want her fucking jacket.
Oh, you mean her top? Oh, sorry, I clicked on that by
Yeah.
accident. But her top, yeah, she's got the drip right now, man. You get the One Piece
I
drip.
want that.
Yeah.
It's like, how much is it?
That might be from like the Jump Store or something.
And I can't tell. I'm guessing the ones behind her are other saves.
I'm not.
I can't tell from the angle which one they voice.
No, I'm not too sure who's in the background. It could be one of the voice actors, or probably just like like the MCs or whatever. Like they're just there to like promote the whatever it is.
Honeydew.
What?
Because if you look at her plate, it looks like it's a honeydew.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it looks like a honeydew, and like I don't know if like I said, like I don't know if melon, because melon is the one that costs like $100 per fruit or whatever, like the good ones, But I don't know if that's like again, I don't know if that's actually related to honeydew melon. But anyway,
It's okay. It's okay. They have the budget.
and here's a better shot of the fruit itself, or the cake. Well, the this like the
Yeah,
one,
the purple part
there's
right
the
here.
purple. I mean the purple part right there is like something else. But like I want to say that. Wait, is that frosting?
Yeah. So what I think it's like, the white stuff is frosting.
That's frost. That's like cream.
Yeah. Then you see strawberries.
Mhm.
Then the purple stuff, as I was saying, might be like ube cake,
Oh, okay.
and then I don't know what else is in here. Like I don't know what that yellow stuff is. You said it's pineapple.
I think it's pineapple. It looks like it's pineapple.
I almost said it was pickles, and I was like, wait,
Pickles.
no way,
Pickles.
hold on.
Yeah. Yep. I think the purple stuff, like the outer stuff, it's just like a frosting mold or something.
Yeah.
Or it could be like chocolate, right? Like a chocolate casing almost. Or like a maybe like white.
Can we eat the stem?
Oh yeah, right.
What's that game show like? The one they have to like guess if it's edible or made out of chocolate.
Yeah.
You just see everyone going.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, happy birthday, Luffy.
Happy birthday, Luffy. Oh yeah, even the Netflix actor for Luffy made a little video about it. I want to.
Wait, how old is Luffy now? Is he older than Ash Ketchum, aka?
Yo, everyone's older than Ash Ketchum. Are you kidding me? But no, Luffy is 21. No,
he's legal, kids. He's legal.
No, sorry, he's 19. Sorry.
He's legal, kids. He's legal.
I'm thinking of Zoro. Sorry, Zoro is 21. Actually, it's kind of weird. Like I always think he's like 25 or something, but he's 21. Zoro's 21. Luffy's 19.
Zoro was like, yeah, in his mid-20s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right here.
And Sanji would be like in his like early 30s.
Sanji's well, he's around the same age as Zoro, so it kind of makes sense. Yeah. Like seeing them as rivals and everything.
You mean boyfriends?
Yeah, right. Rivals of love.
Still don't understand how people jumped onto that ship.
Whatever, man. It is what it is. I'll just play right here.
Hey, friends.
Oh my god.
Oh, I am now deaf in one eye. Thank you.
Luffy's birthday with you today. Yeah, another year. Luffy's all about dreams. Something we can all relate
him
to.
shouting like that reminds me of Astra from
whether it is to
Black
travel around
Clover.
the world with your
Black
friends,
Clover.
or becoming the world's
Oh my god.
We want to hear all about it. Post a video of you explain your dream to celebrate Luffy and the One Piece family. Can't wait to see how far your imagination can take you. See ya, and happy birthday, Luffy! Yeah!
He should have ended with, saying that he's gonna be king of the pirates.
Oh yeah. Someone posted the 4Kids opening, of course. Yeah.
I wonder if someone went up to the voice actress and played the 4Kids opening, going like, what do you think of this?
Oh, what are you talking about? Like the Japanese voice actors, or
yeah, they went up to the Japanese voice actors, played the 4Kids.
If you're talking, I think you're talking about what's her name, like Colleen Clickenbeard.
No, I bet you. Colleen was making fun of that in the recent convention.
Oh, okay.
Because someone was singing it, and she's like, "I'm gonna give up on Luffy right now." I'm like, no. It's like, no.
Oh man, that's pretty funny. Yeah. Oh yeah, this was the thread for. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Wait, who is he?
No, because remember we took a look at this and we didn't even know until as we were recording. I like stumbled upon this like in the show. This is supposed to be Kobe.
Yeah, I need to see him with the pink hair.
Yeah, with the pink hair and everything. Like if they do pink hair
and the round glasses.
Mm-hmm. I refer to as they and them. Okay. Alvida. This is Alvida right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Helmeppo. Okay. I mean. Yeah. Buggy.
Are you gonna have the screaming chops? Because you cannot be Buggy without you fucking screaming like 24/7.
I feel like he's just gonna try to copy a Joker. I feel.
Yeah, but Buggy's not the Joker. Buggy is like, I'm gonna scream the top of my lungs.
I don't know. And that's supposed to be all along. So
You don't
I hope they don't like really mess up on the makeup department, because that could go either way. It's like it could go good or really bad in terms of like how many people are gonna comment on it. Like you know how Twitter is. Like it's gonna be on fire if it's slightly bad or whatever.
Well, it's more on, are you guys gonna have to laugh?
That too, but how like I don't know. Like, are they gonna do the like CGI makeup kind of thing, or is it just gonna be all CGI, or like I don't know. Maybe they'll like model his face, you know, kind of like how like Thanos was made. Like they just model his face and they just like put a bunch of like whatever, you know, with Josh Brolin's face, and then yeah, that's supposed to be Garp, which yeah, okay, you know.
I can see it, but that looks like a really young Garp.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it looks like younger Garp. Remember when he had like black hair and stuff like that? Yeah.
Unless they dye his hair, then. Oh my god, what was that?
Oh yeah, that was that's a fan interpretation of Jinbei. That'd be kind of, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to see it like in the show in order to like kind of make a comment on it, because this is just like one frame, you know what I mean, or just like a, you know, like a screenshot type of thing. You gotta have the body movement, kind of have the dialogue, the voice, and everything, and how it fits into the scene. I think oh yeah, Shanks was also casted, or they announced Shanks as a like actor. I forget where it was. Yeah, that's Usopp. That's nothing new, I don't think. I forget if they put Shanks in here or not. Yeah, this is all like old shit. Yeah, okay, never mind. Let me look it up real quick before we peace out. So Netflix Shanks. Oh yeah, it's this guy. Yeah. That's supposed to be Shanks, I guess. I guess he was from Yellow Jackets. I'm not too sure what that is. Oh man, it says the live action show was ordered for 10 episodes. Oh no. No, you can't. You cannot tell the entire Ace Blue saga in 10 episodes.
Yes, you can.
I was gonna say skip Kuro, but how do you explain Usopp's
You're gonna
thing?
skip a lot of details, and that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, then who? Oh, damn it! It's gonna be another Cowboy Bebop bullshit, man.
Yep.
They're gonna rush it so bad. But people will be like, oh, but Oda as whatever, right? Like he's involved with the project. Like I mean, that's what they said for Last Airbender, and look what happened, right? Like how involved were they in, like in that project? You know, with those two, I forget their names, but look how Last Airbender turned out with M. Night Shyamalan showing his name like 3 times at least in the credits and whatever. I don't know, dude. It's gonna be 10 episodes. What the fuck? Unless like I don't know, if it's like an entirely different story, I don't know. I doubt it, but oh man, it's gonna be a mess. You cannot tell the entire East Blue saga in like 10 episodes, man. Cause Sanji's there, right? They haven't said anything about Don Krieg. Who's Don Krieg? Who's Captain Kuro? Unless they'll like somehow lump those two together, so Usopp and Sanji will join the crew at the same time. That'd be so fucking weird. Yeah. Or Usopp can join when Nami joins during the buggy saga. I don't know. They have to cut some corners, man. They have to do that for sure. So I think maybe Captain Kuro will be left out of the picture. Well, if Helmeppo is there, who's Captain Morgan? Who's the daddy? Axe-Hand Morgan, man. Remember that guy? It was so long ago. Well, anyway, that's another, that'll be another story to tell, I guess, for the podcast. But anyway, that's all we got, right? Unless you have one more thing to show. Or...
You heard that, didn't you?
What? I didn't hear anything.
I thought you heard my dog like growling.
I didn't hear any growling.
Okay. Come here. Do you have something to say, child of mine?
Like, what? Just looking at your keyboard like, can I just type it out? How long it's been? Oh wow.
It's been a long time.
It's like 2 hours 45, so.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's skip on out of here. So thank you guys very much for tuning in for this episode of the Hypecast. It was like a lot of rambling by the end of it, so yeah, anyway. With One Piece, you know, just because it's One Piece and all that other stuff.
One Piece,
yeah. But yeah, anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, all that fun stuff on YouTube, and yeah, so we'll be back. If there's news to tell, we'll be sure to speak our opinion about it and stuff like that. So yeah, as always. So if it's dry, like, I mean, I don't know, maybe next week will be news on KOF, because it looks like we're pretty close to it. Maybe I'll like fire up Guilty Gear for myself to see the story, and then maybe I'll talk about it, how that is. I haven't checked that out just yet, because the new story DLC just came out like not too long ago, so I probably should get on that since I did pay for the pass. So yeah. But otherwise I don't know anything else really that could pop up possibly. So anyway, we'll just have to just wait and see for next week, and yes, it is Cinco de Mayo, but yeah, by the time this video is out, Cinco de Mayo is like well and done and stuff. So anyway, yep. But
for some of us, we might already be we might already watch Doctor Strange 2.
Oh right, yeah.
Hawk might watch it on a very important site.
I don't want to go watch a bootleg one with like some guy passing by and like with the popcorn drink and like someone coughing in the background.
You go on PH where everyone went to watch the Broly movie.
Jeez.
Which I cannot find that tweet again. Like, someone found that on PH they were promoting Doctor Strange 2, and I was like, wow. Disney branching out to different sites.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah,
good job, PR department. Good job.
That's totally what Disney did, right?
I'll laugh at what Disney did. It's like, we need more people to watch this movie.
I feel like maybe I feel like they some companies may do that on purpose just to like kind of stir the pot a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's like money down the drain sometimes though. But I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to put on the tinfoil hat now. But anyway, but yeah, that's it from us, and hope you guys take care of yourselves and stay safe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.